myself Vani Singh, and I will be teaching you the biology. So, before going to the chapter, firstly, I will like to explain about the meaning of the biology. If we take the word biology and break it into the two parts, bio and the logy. Bio means life and the logy means study. So we can say that the study of life is known as the biology. And one more thing, the biology word has been taken from the Greek. Now we will study about the life. Life is unique. We can't define the life in a definition. It has some chemical reactions, or we can say that it has some metabolic process. So we can't define the life in a definition. On the basis of some characteristics we define the life. So now look at some characteristics of the life. So the first characteristics of the life is the growth. In case of growth, what is growth? The growth is when there is the increase in the size, number of cells are increasing, or we can say the number of mass is increasing, or we can simply say increase in the mass. So firstly, the first example I would like to explain in the growth is about the mass. So when the newborn baby is born, he is having the 2 kg weight, and now we are adult. We are having 40 kg, 50 kg, 60 kg. Different weights we are having. The mass has been increased. Next example we can take here about the mountain. In the example of mountain, I will like to explain that the mountains are absorbing the nutrients from the outside, and in case of living, the livings are absorbing the nutrients from the inside. So in case of mountains are also growing, and the living are also growing. So means living and non-living both are growing. So growth is not the defining property of life. Next, on to the stimuli. In case of respond to the stimuli, we take the example when we are reading the book and we are totally concentrated on that book. So the movements around us we will be getting aware. Respond to stimuli means simply we will be getting the awareness of the surrounding. So next example, in response to stimuli, we can take the person who is in coma. The person who is in coma, he is responding to the medicines, the drugs which has been given to him, but he is not responding to the doctors and the visitors which is coming to meet him. So in case of the response to the stimuli, it is the defining property, but growth is not the defining property. We can't define the definition of life in terms of growth, but in terms of response to stimuli we can define. Next characteristic is reproduction. In case of reproduction, we take the example of mule and the hemi. In mule there is a male donkey and the female horse, and hemi is the female donkey and the male horse. Hemi is the totally opposite of the mule. And another example we can take here, the infertile female. So now we will be looking some the binomial nomenclature. So now we will be doing some binomial nomenclature rules. The binomial nomenclature rules was given by the scientist Carlos Linnaeus. So he has listed some rules. Now look what rules he has given. The first rule, every species has generic name and this species name. Next rule, first letter will be always generic and the second will be always species. Here I have written the example. This magnifera word is a generic name and this indica word is the species name. So next rule, Latin language. The Latin language rule simply means the rule it has been taken because the Latin language is a dead language. Dead language simply means it is no further in use. No further in use simply means no further modifications can be done. So next rule is name is type. When we are typing in the computer the botanical name, it will be always in the italic font, and when we are writing with the handwritten, as you can see, I have written the botanical name or the scientific name with the hand, it will be always be underlined, as you can see the example here. Next rule, generic name. The generic name will be always in the capital and the species name will be always in the small letters. So as you can see the example here, Magnifera indica and the Panthera leo. In case of Magnifera, M is capital and in indica, I is small. Next example here you can see Panthera leo. P is capital and the Leo, L is the small letters. Now we will be looking the taxonomic hierarchy. What does taxonomic means? Taxonomic is the branch of science which deals with the classification and the identification of the organisms. Now this taxonomic hierarchy has been divided into the various types: kingdom, phylum, division, class, order, family, genus, species. The kingdom is the largest in the taxonomic hierarchy and the species is the smallest in the taxonomic hierarchy. So we will be doing from the smallest. So firstly we will be doing the species. So the species term was given by the scientist Johann Ray and the biological concept was given by the scientist Ernest Mayr. So what is species? The species is the group of the closely related species which can interbreed in nature and can produce fertile offspring. So examples are Panthera leo and the Magnifera indica, Homo sapiens, but there are also some exemptions. Okay. So first exemption is the mule. Mule is the when there is a male donkey and the female horse. And hemi is the totally opposite of the mule. Mule is an sterile. Next example here we can take of the ligon. Ligon is the lion and the tigress. And next tigon. Tigon is when there is an tiger and the lioness. So now we will be discussing about the genus. So what is genus? When there is the similar species. Examples are Magnifera indica and the Homo sapiens, or we can take the example of Solanum tuberosum. So here Panthera leo and the Panthera tigris. Panthera word are the genus and the leo or the tigris are the species. As you can see that as we have done the binomenclature, the genus name will be always in the capital. So P here is in capital and the L or T is in the small letters. Next example here we can take Solanum nigrum and the Solanum tuberosum. Solanum tuberosum is the botanical name of the potato. This Panthera leo and the Panthera tigris are belonging to the same genus. Solanum tuberosum and the Solanum nigrum are belonging from the one genus. This Panthera and the Solanum are the different genus. Next, family. In family, what is family? When there is the similar genus. So here we can take the example of Panthera and the Felis. Both these Panthera and the Felis are belonging from the family Felidae. Next, order. What is order? When there is a similar family. Here we can take the example of Felidae. Felidae is the family of the cats and the Canidae is the family of the dogs. So next is class. What is class? When we are having the similar order. So here we include the example Carnivora and the Primata. Both these Carnivora and the Primata are belonging from the class mammalia. Next example, division. So what is division? When we are having these similar class, here examples are mammalia, apes, reptiles, fishes. So for the taxonomy there are some aids. So let's see what are the aids. First, botanical garden. What is botanical garden? Botanical garden is a place where there are variety of plants are there. Next point, it is used for the scientific study to educate the people. The largest botanical garden is the Indian Botanical Garden. It is the first botanical garden in the India, or we can say in the world. So, and the Indian botanical name, the name has been changed to the Acharya Jagdish Botanical Garden. Now, why it is famous? It is famous for the great banyan tree because it is 280 years old. First point will be this, and the second point will be it is having the 2800 prop roots. Because of these two reasons, the Indian Botanical Garden, or we can say Acharya Botanical Garden, is famous. Next, zoological park. What is zoological park? It is in place where there are endangered species has been kept. The third point will be it is used for the scientific study to educate people. Next point, herbarium. What is herbarium? Herbarium is the collection of the plants, and after the collection of the plant it has been pressed in the newspapers. Before pressing in the newspaper it should be firstly dried, and after drying there are basically the three steps: drying, pressing and the mounting. Next step, museum. What is museum? Museum is the where there are the preservation of the animals in the form of the specimens. I hope this chapter has been clear to you, the living organism. Thank you.